Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we're back in North Ithilien. So we've explored the western side a little on the last episode, but now we actually need to explore the pass of Cirith Negen, it seems. So that's where we're headed now. And after that, well, who knows? Let us look for the pass for the time being and let us see what else we can find. Oh, there's a chest. Cool. A Stirken shard. Great. I don't know if we have any use for that, but it's always good to have. Alright. Destroy berry traps along the way. Okay. Here we have the first one. Anything else? Any other quest around this area that we can... anything else we can do here? Or is it just the traps? Oh. There you go. That'll teach you. Okay, so... yeah, it seems there's nothing else for the moment. Some occasional ambushes. And that's basically it. Anything else, truly? Nothing? Anything? Oh, come on. Talk to Tordoron to the north of Cirith Negen. Okay. That we can do. Anything else of interest on this pass? Lots of flowers, but nothing else, it seems. Yeah, that's the downside with those flowers. There are so many of them that trying to find anything else by using the delete key is way more complex. Where's Tordoron? Further to the north, it seems. This guy. Let us fight. We have some dailies to do today, it seems. Oh, yeah, there he is.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
Ah, Beriathan, you have come. You have made the roadway safe for our allies, but I fear the Khundolar will not be so easily deterred. They have made camp along the slopes of the Ithilien and have readied their defenses. Their numbers are many, even with so many of their forces spread across the northern wilds of Ithilien. We must strike soon, or it shall become all but impossible to drive them out. Awesome! What do we have here? Let us take a look. New title. Okay, we have quests of Greater North Ithilien. Oh my god, we have actually quests of North Ithilien and the title Ally of North Ithilien. Zeal at level 52. Now we also have a new title, the Unyielding Ally, Loyalty on level 22. And we got some extra virtue XP and compassion. That's what I was trying to avoid. I forgot about this deed. Otherwise I would have done this differently. But anyway, we also got a runing here and some extra silver pieces. The Unyielding Ally. You have proven yourself an invaluable ally to the North Ithilien, yeah? And the other one, Ally of North Ithilien. Yeah, basically, that's it. So now we have a new deed, and that is Deeds of North Ithilien. That one might take a little bit longer. And Caladwil. Don't remember where that one is. Okay, so, first of all, which virtue should we level up next? Let us go with Tolerance. LOTRO points, cool. In my scouting, I have listened secretly to passers-by and have heard them refer to the camp in their tongue as Uya Hujûm. To assail it shall be no easy task. The Khundolar encampment is well defended by their soldiers, and they have armed themselves with trebuchets. I have not been able to discern how far their encampment stretches into the slopes of the Mountains of Shadow, but the pass they have claimed is of considerable length and shall be an arduous course. To ensure the Khundolar can no longer pose a threat to Ithilien and the host of the West, we must thin their numbers, dismantle their siege weaponry, and destroy their supplies. Tordoron cracks a wry smile. I would trust no other among us but you with this task, Beriathan. Of course. I'm the man for it. As best I can surmise, the Khundolar have not yet discovered their chance fortune in making camp along those slopes of the Mountains of Mountains of Shadow. Sorry, I had a slip there. You see, when my fellow rangers and I scouted the road into Dagorlad, we often used those hills as a perch from which to observe the enemy's movements. However, it is far from our refuge and a long journey to food and shelter alike. We took to hiding caches of supplies and wrapped rations beneath the soil that the Khundolar have now claimed as their own. While some are safe beyond their encampment's entrance, the rest are surely buried just beneath their feet. We have great need of these caches, and to have them in the hands of the enemy would only prolong their invasion of Ithilien. When you come to their camp, keep keen an eye for our hidden caches and return with as many as you are able to recover. Okay, Uya Hujûm, which we of course already attacked with Gurthilm and his men, but that was an instance. And now we're headed towards the landscape version of the camp. Thing is, some of these caches are not so easily found in here. Oh, there are some banners as well. But that's for the quest we already have. Banners, rations, trebuchets, and the Khundolar themselves. Still funny. It's still funny. One shot in disguise. So let us see. A banner in here. Ah, barrel of rations. Okay. There is another barrel here. Ah, and some earth. Some disturbed earth as well. There we go. That was great. Another buried cache in here. And what do we have inside this one? Not utterly good, not utterly bad. Just okay. I swear, these hidden caches are a pain. Yeah, down you go. Nothing there. Let us check this one here. Okay, yeah. I think I already had checked that one. But with no caches, they remain usable. So that's confusing. Okay. Oh, come on. What are these caches supposed to be? Okay, so we already got this daily once again. Alright. Getting better, it seems. But I'm starting to think about the trebuchets. I have not seen any more. So, what are the other ones? Oh my god. Oh, they almost got me. Yeah. Once again, I've grown too overconfident, you could say, with everything these weapons allow us to do. So I don't always check my health. I mean, I know I can handle these guys, and I was quite reckless on that pull, so maybe I deserve to die on that one. I just realized right on time before they could get me. Okay, I would still be missing one trebuchet, and I don't know where to look for it. Can you proceed further into the camp? I don't think so. Yeah, nothing else in here. This is the end of the camp, so at some point I missed that trebuchet and I didn't see where. Hopefully, I've been fast enough for these enemies not to have respawned yet. Well, some of them have. Well, no biggie, no biggie. Just gotta find that trebuchet. Where was it? Why I didn't see it? I don't know. Okay, there it is. I don't know how I missed that one. How can you miss something this big? I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. But that's all we needed. Now we can go back to Tordoron. What will come after this one? I don't know. What comes next?
Will you hear my plight?
We are fortunate indeed that you were able to unearth those caches before the Khundolar discovered they built their camp atop countless supplies. If they had, driving them from North Ithilien would surely have proven an even greater task. I shall see this returned to my brethren at Henethanun. You have my thanks, Beriathan.
The earth has reclaimed the deeds of men and orc, fair or foul.
You have done it, my friend. I saw a few of their number flee back into Dagorlad as you returned. I do not think they expected to encounter a warden of your skill. Yeah, they never do. They will certainly come again, but for a time we are free of the Khundolar's presence in North Ithilien. Now then, you should return to Captain Aragorn in Henethanun and tell him of what you have done. If only I were there to see his face when you tell him of the Khundolar. If only. Who knows? Will Tordoron go back to Henethanun at some point? Is he going to be as fast as Ereblen? He basically went from the fields of Cormallen to Henethanun. It was very fast. The Khundolar are routed and flee in fear to Dagorlad. Aragorn's face betrays a mix of disbelief and joy. You have done a great service to the Rangers, my friend. Through your efforts, our stores are renewed and my men better protected. Ithilien itself heals with greater vigor. I think perhaps it is time that you rejoin your allies in the host of the West. By my thinking, to deprive them on one of your skill would be a grave mistake. Let us talk more of your journey and of the road ahead. Okay, and what do we have in here? These are basically... yeah, these are basically the boots we already have. And as far as stats go... I don't know, I think I'm still gonna keep the ones I have. The host of the West has passed northward, and even now they make camp on the border of Dagorlad. The pass of Cirith Negen has been made safe. The roadway north is clear, but the lands of Dagorlad are steeping the enemy's corruption. The host of the West shall have need of you in the coming days. Of this I have no doubt. Although my men are familiar with the lands of Dagorlad, its harsh terrain and wide plains make it deadly to those who do not move with care. By sharp stone, orc, or worse terrors of the Black Land, death follows closely upon the battle plain. Bear this in mind, Beriathan, for it is there you and the host of the West will challenge the Dark Lord. I ask that you rejoin them as swiftly as you are able and travel to their camp to the north. If you see Damrod, please speak to him on my behalf. A great test lies before us, and we must not fail. Okay, we are ready to proceed to the battle plain, it seems. Once again, in here we have some of the herbalism quests. And I don't know, should I be doing this? Because if you ask me, you should be doing as many of these quests as you can, because the deed for those quests is brutal. You need to complete 250 of those quests, and you can get up to a maximum of 5 quests per day, so it's almost 2 months of continuous grinding. I have never finished that deed, but it would be better if you could do that. As many quests per day as you can. It's just that these quests these herbalism quests in Henethanen, they will have you go all over the place if you are aiming to do them all. And that takes a lot of time. And I much rather just move on with the story. So yeah, let us look for the camp in the border of Dagorlad. It seems our time in North Ithilien is coming to an end. It's a shame because this area is very beautiful. It is very peaceful to hang around in. Green and lush. And so full of life. It's a delight. And, well, it seems we are leaving Ithilien behind. That's gonna be a shame. They did a great job with this area. They did it justice. I don't remember, but I think Frodo had some nice things to say about Ithilien. Faramir went to these lands after Aragorn's coronation. I mean, it's even better than what I imagined in the books. By the description in the books, I just couldn't picture how beautiful and how impactful this land was. So I think the LOTRO team did a great job with it, so that you can feel the same as the characters. The description really comes alive in here. That is true for many of the locations in the game, but I don't know, there's something about Ithilien that I really like. That really stands out. Well, I wouldn't be able to put my my finger on it quite. Okay, there you see on the horizon there's a camp. But I'm missing a ruin in Ithilien. Oh, well, there are still a couple quests in here, so maybe that's why. I just remembered. Countless members of the host of the West are camped nearby. So here we have Damrod.
We are not yet finished with our work.
Beriathan, for a moment I was afraid you had left our company behind. It was a foolish worry, but fear has mothering presence so close to the Black Land. Damrod shifts uneasy, but is quick to hide his concern. This is it, my friend. Soon we shall pass from the lands of Gondor onto the battle plain, Dagorlad. While the rangers and I often patrol the lands of Dagorlad, the enemy cannot mistake our purpose in mastering so many to its border. We have fought through exhaustion, and now we must draw up our weapons once more. I am glad that all of us shall stand together as we march on the Black Gate. Okay, he has another question there, but we're not gonna be doing that one just yet. Gonna grab the Stable Master. Gonna grab the Milestone. I think all these quests that you can see here are for the wastes, not for the area we're currently in. Bubbling Goo. No. I don't think we have. Burnt Ear, no. Mouldy Skin. Just 2 stacks of that. Prismatic Carapaces. Jeez. Wrecking Filth. And Worn Furs. So we're almost there to be able to complete a full set of tasks. Is this the Bubbling Goo? Yeah. Okay, gotta wait a little bit longer before I do that.
The Dark Lord knows well of our approach, and we shall soon learn what manner of trap he has devised for us before the Black Gate.
Let us hope that he remains blind to the trap we have laid in turn, and even more so that our chance victory might be won. We are nearing the end of our journey, Beriathan, and Aragorn will soon have need of us all.
We stand on the border between Gondor and Sauron's wastes, and if any among us would turn back, now is the final moment.
I do not blame those that would turn from the coming battle. It shall cost most or all of our lives. But if Frodo can finish his quest, a victory over Sauron would be worth them all. We must stand together as one against the Dark Lord when the time comes, and I trust that you will be at my side. We have traveled far in service of the same quest, my dear friend, and now we must see it done.
Might I speak with you one moment?
Beriathan, might I speak with you one moment? As we have passed through Ithilien, I look at these men and I see a horror growing behind their eyes. As we rest upon the border of Dagorlad, I have heard whispers of those unable to carry on, of those unable to move or bear arms. I ask of you, seek out these men and speak with them, find what it is that's stricken them so. I fear the closeness of Mordor is enough to bring most them to a halt.
We are close to the Black Land of Mordor now.
May our courage not desert us, and may our friends have the chance they need, though it cost us our lives.
I want to keep Sauron's eye focused on us for as long as we can.
I do not expect us to find victory through battle, but still I want to keep Sauron's eye focused on us for as long as we can, Beriathan. To that end, it would not do for the host to be attacked before we attain the Black Gate. I ask that you scout ahead and learn what threats may lie in wait for us as we approach the Morannon. I suggest that you bring 2 of my rangers with you, Phaedon for his stealth, and Mingham for his understanding of the Black Speech. Together, the 3 of you may learn much that one could alone not. You should find them to the south and to the east of this hillock. Ask them if they will accompany you on this mission, and bear this command in mind. You are not to get too near to the Black Gate. And Aragorn has a couple more quests for us. Have you a moment, Beriathan? With such a journey ahead, I count myself and this host fortunate to have you here at my side. Yet my thoughts stray back to Minas Tirith and to those we left behind. Many dear friends and strangers alike now fight their own battles against illness and injury. It was with great sadness that I could not tend to them all, but the greater matters of the Dark Lord and the Ringbearer's hidden quest have called me away. I know not if I shall ever return to Minas Tirith, and I worry for the fates of those we left behind if I fall in our final gambit. Do you remember the master herbalist we encountered during my brief time in the city? The one called Galathir. He was unfit for his post and could have caused great harm to those in his care, but I had not the means to send him from the houses of healing, not without declaring myself. I ask that you return to the houses of healing in Minas Tirith and speak with the healer Ioreth. Ensure that she keeps Galathir's ruinous tinctures from the wounded, and have her be my eyes in the high hall. She will heed my words, even if they are delivered in my stead. You are one of the swiftest riders among my ranks, and I entrust this task to you alone. Go with haste, my friend. Once you have returned, we can continue planning our course into the wastes. That's one. What about this one? I don't know if this quest is North Ithilien or the Wastes, so let me leave that one there for the moment. Legolas, that's surely the Wastes, right?
Our long journey
Yeah.
is almost at its end, friend.
Okay, here you have Mingham.
I will do as Aragorn commands, though it bring us onto the blasted plain.
Where long ago a great battle was fought. I am no stranger to such places of evil, as you know. We will learn what we can and then return to tell Aragorn what lies before the host. It would be folly to do otherwise. Yeah, I know you're familiar with these kind of places, Mingham, but Dagorlad is nothing like Fornost. So you still better be careful. Alas, my friend, I cannot bring myself to look past the deaths of my sons. I know their recklessness saved us in battle. I know that if they had not learned how to take down the Mumakil, we would not be standing here today. Still, it pains me so to see such potential lost for all time. I cannot keep going, knowing that my death would certainly be the undoing of my dear Rosvin. Doing here is still shattered after the loss of his sons. And of course, who can blame him? Now, where else do we go? I think Eomer will also have a...
Rohan will never waver.
Yeah. Yeah, that quest is to the north, into the battle plane, so gotta wait before I do that one. Dagoras, Peregrine, Kulang, Mithrandan. Oh, what a nice gathering. Okay, here we have one Gondorian soldier.
The enemy gains ground, yet you trouble me with your trifles.
I'm just a farmer from Lothar. I know the land, not war. If I pick up my sword, I will surely perish here. The warrior does not agree with Aragorn's plan.
Be warned, there will not be much cover on the plains of Dagorlad.
I will go with you onto the plains of Dagorlad and scout ahead of the host, but be warned. There will not be much cover in that place, and we may be exposed to unfriendly eyes. It will take all of my stealthy arts to keep us safe, but I will do what I can. Do you have a moment?
Wait a moment if you would.
Langlas removes a small packet from within the folds of his cloak and holds it out to you. Minkham tells me that you and Phaidon will be leaving to scout the slack hills of Dagorlad in advance of the host. That will be dangerous, for there is little cover on the battle plane. Take this packet of herbs with you. It was given to me by Mandan before the ships docked at Harland, and I have been carrying it around since then as a memento, for Mandan fell upon Pelennor. The herbs within are foul-smelling when burned, which was true of most of Mandan's poultices, to speak honestly. If you need to draw the attention of an enemy, it might serve you well. I want you to have it. If Mandan's gift can help you this day, he would want it as well. That's very thoughtful of you, Langlas. Truly.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Brave man, I have only heard of Mordor in tales from my mother to keep me out of trouble when I was a young lad. I am not much older now, as you can see. I am frightened, to be honest. The warrior is just a farmer and is too frightened to continue. And there are many like those. Now, somewhere around here there should be another soldier. Ah, okay, yeah, this one. The wind sweeping down the cliff sound of voices. I cannot sleep, for Mordor taunts me. The hand of death, ever reaching out towards me. My legs refuse to move out from Ithilien. Once we cross the border, my time of this world is at an end. I am sorry. The warrior injured his ankle and believes he will just slow everyone down.
Men, listen to me. If you are not able to tread further, then go.
I see. These are young men with little time in battle. Farmers who till the land, longing for their loved ones, and those who still grieve amongst all the bloodshed they have witnessed. Aragorn looks around the encampment with gazing eyes that are both commanding yet full of pity. Men, listen to me. If you are not able to tread further, then go. I ask of you on this day, keep your honor and do not run. Instead, make way southwest for Cair Andros. It is still held by the enemy. Lessen any shame. Retake the island fortress and hold it to the very last. The men understand and nod. Aragorn turns back to you and speaks in a softer tone. Many of these men who depart are not leaders, nor could I ever ask them to lead. Doing here, however, is a lord. You are Dwinghere's friend. Speak with him and see if he is willing to lead these men to Cair Andros for me. You may assist him if you wish, but I need you back here as soon as you're able. Of course. Wouldn't miss these for the world, but something tells me that my expertise is also needed in Cair Andros. So that's what I will do. Just a few pictures here of this camp, which I think look great. With Brandir overlooking the camp. Okay. I think that should be enough for now. Let us go to the wing here. Let us do all those things at Cair Andros before we continue with the epic too. Aragorn asks of me to lead the assault on Cair Andros. You know that I will do as he asks, and I shall do this for him as well. I shall see to it that Cair Andros returns to Gondor. I will lead these men to see that they do not die, that they see their loved ones again. Blackroot Vale shall not be a place of shame, but a place of heroic memories befitting for the likes of Duilin and Derufin. If you are to join us, I shall arrange for the Ranger Damrod to guide us through the land southwest of here. Let us depart soon. You may want to speak with Damrod when we arrive near the island fortress. Doing here, though uncertain, accepts the leadership of the faint-hearted.
The city may be lost, but we still fight to defend it.
So Damrod is technically there, but we need to talk to Damrod in front of Cair Andros it is. So as you see, we still have a couple more things left to do in Ithilien, which I enjoy. I also like very much how the devs handled this moment of the story, because of course Aragorn did send the men that could not go on to retake Cair Andros. From what I remember in the books, it says that most of them did. Maybe some of them were still too afraid to go, but most of them did retake Cair Andros, and I really like that we got the chance to be there as well. We of course need to be back. We are marching to the Black Gate, and we will be able to witness what happens in Cair Andros. I mean, it was too good of an opportunity to pass, especially with what was said about Cair Andros during our times in Talathanor, when we met Tolwyn and his mother. I don't know if we are gonna find them again. I have forgotten about that part. I hope we will. I hope we can give Tolwyn back his city. So we'll just need to go there and see. Okay, we're approaching the island. Yeah, take a look at all those carrion birds flying over it. That's sick. Ah, there he is. There we have Damrod. Caladwil, awesome! Completed ruins of North Ithilien. That's great. I knew it. I knew this ruin had to be connected to this quest line somehow. What do we have in here? Some other rune, LOTRO points, the title, Virtue XP. Tolerance level 23. You have explored all of North Ithilien's ruins in great detail. Great.
We are not yet finished with our work.
Did you pass through Cormallen as the rest of us did? The beauty of the area certainly renewed the spirits in this faint-hearted man. We are close to Cair Andros now. Would you mind scouting the entrance to see what these men are up against? Report back to Dwing here, for I must return northeast. I hope that we shall see each other again soon. Good luck. No treasure in these ruins? Why do you insist on making this so hard? Now, a good vantage point to get a look of Cair Andros. Kinda tricky. Oh. The sun in our eyes. That's great. Ah, it seems there are more ruins in here. Yeah. This should be where Lord Dwing here is camped at his men. The entrance to the island is heavily guarded. Okay. Yeah, this is where we will find Lord doing here. The entrance is heavily guarded. I suppose we shall need to be as stealthy as we can be before a full-on assault is possible. Doing here shows renewed strength in his role as a leader of these men. Okay. Yeah, let us pick up those quests. We know little of the captain whom the enemy has appointed to commanding Cair Andros, what nature of man of orc or where he makes camp upon the island, save his name, which is Mulvagur, and that his defeat would surely throw off the line of command. Damrod has spied not only orcs in Cair Andros, but Haradrim and Suhalar as well. With no head to unify them, there would be very little to keep them from fighting amongst themselves. Before Damrod left, he spoke to me about Cair Andros. As you may know, it was forcefully taken before the Battle of the Pelennor. Some of the Gondorians who dwell there, who were not slain, may be held captive. Damrod believes this to be true. While he was patrolling close to the fortress, he heard the crying of a child. We must find anyone still alive in Cair Andros and free them. Stealth may be our only option at the moment. The gate is barred and heavily guarded, and did you see the archers who patrol the walls? Luck would have it that the Orcish assault which invaded Cair Andros also left gaps in the walls which guard the island. We must sneak around the entrance, enter the fortress, and defeat the archers which patrol the walls. I am betting the enemy have a stockpile of weapons in the city. If we are to recapture Cair Andros for Gondor, we must deplete their weapon caches. This will help us take them by surprise. Alright. We are technically ready to go into Cair Andros now, but as you can see, there are a lot of quests to do there. And I do remember that place is crawling with enemies. Back in the day, what's a pain to do? It was very much like Osgiliath. You couldn't take 2 steps before being swarmed by enemies. So I hope we will have an easier time this time. But I still think this is gonna take us quite some time. So I think we're gonna leave this attack on Cair Andros for the next episode. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.